got a cortisol buildup all around my waist worrying about this speech tonight. I was like 50 pounds lighter about a month ago. So anyway, I want to welcome everybody here tonight. If you don't know me, I'm Mia's dad, Dorian. I took the night off from destroying the Eastern Seaboard and coming in for the wedding tonight. On behalf of myself, Mia's mother, Asha, and Dylan's parents, Greg and Mary, I wanted to welcome you all here tonight. And thank you for taking time out of your busy lives to be here. I know this is a busy time of the year. And for those of you who travel from other countries like India and various states throughout the U.S., I want to thank you for your effort to be here and wish you a safe trip home whenever that may come. I want to thank a few people before I start. This is a little bit long, so eat your salads. First and foremost, I want to thank Dylan's parents, Mary and Greg, for all their help in preparing for tonight. We couldn't do it without their help. I want to thank and acknowledge Mia's godparents, Victor Olaf and Mia and Michelle Lyoni. Sorry, Michelle. Not only for their help with the wedding, but for always being there for Mia since the day she was born, and not just with gifts or financially, from the heart, always being there for her whenever she needed them. I'm a little nervous. I have to thank Victor's wife, Michelle, and his two daughters, Mindy and Maria, for all their help. They did a lot of things behind the scenes for Asha, and whatever she asked, they were there without a doubt. The answer was always yes, and I want to thank them for their help tonight. And I want to thank Sam Iovito for supplying us with his homemade wine. It's his father's recipe. So if you don't like it, I beg you, keep it to yourself. Otherwise, Asha and I will have to add you to the list of places and people we can no longer associate with. I can't go to Tambellini's, I want to go so bad.
You know that story.
And then finally, I want to thank all our cookie makers. As you can see, there's a heck of a cookie table back there. I think I've been hearing about this cookie table before me even had a boyfriend. It was like God said, Asha, I'm going to send you to earth and you will be married. And you will have a child, and that child will be married someday. And you will have the best cookie table that the world has ever seen. And she put a team together. And I want to, congratulations on Asha, your team. You did a wonderful job. And I don't think anybody can argue with that cookie table back here. It's amazing. Please take many home tonight. Eat your salads. I'm just getting started. So, I Googled father's speeches, and Google says 6 minutes. I'll be a little bit over 6 minutes, but those thank yous don't count. Me and Dylan got engaged almost a year and a half ago, and one of the things I said during their engagement was how fast the time has seemed to come. And a year and a half later, I still say that. It seems like no time has passed since I was recruited in the Pittsburgh Police Academy. I remember going home on April 7th, 1993. And my intentions was to study that night, and early into the night, Asha comes up to me and she goes, I think I'm in labor. And I'm like, me being the Lamaze expert I was at the time, I was like, nah, I think it's Braxton Hicks. Just take a shower and you'll be all right. And she listened. Oh, the good days. A little while later, my beautiful, elegant, dainty, angelic wife came up to me and she said, hey, a-hole, I'm in labor, let's go. So I'm like, it's go time. I get Asha, I get her bag, I load her up into the Beretta GTU. That ain't your daddy's Beretta, folks. I get her a brand new car seat from Service Merchandise. I convey her to Forest Regional Hospital. I get her to the hospital. I get her in the room, the monitor's hooked up, baby's good, Asha's good. My mother-in-law gets here, and I excuse myself to go get a drink of water. As I'm coming back towards Asha's room, I see Forest Regional's tallest and handsomest doctor ever leaving Asha's room. For some reason, Osha always has good-looking doctors. I don't know what it is. So I'm walking towards the room, and he sees me. He don't say hi, he don't shake my hand, nothing. He just fades away. And when I open the door, I realize why. I walk in, and I see a puddle on the floor, and I see fluid dripping down from Osha's bed, and I'm like, what the hell happened in here? And my mother-in-law goes, oh, Dr. Hansen just broke She's water. I'm like, wow, this guy went all up in my wife's stuff. I never broke Osha's water. And he couldn't even shake my hand, he couldn't say nothing. He just rolled, like, disappeared. I never seen him again the entire night, or the next day. But I'm like, this isn't about me, this is about Osha, it's about the baby. I settled in for 14 and a half hours of misery, 14 hours of rub this, massage that, ice chips, bliss sticks, I don't want chapstick. It's too hot, it's too cold. Next thing you know, it's the next day, it's between 9 and 10 in the morning. It's a beautiful spring day. We moved to the delivery room. I'm standing at Osha's left, and behind me is two big windows, no blinds in the winter. It's overlooking a wooded area behind the hospital. It's a beautiful spring morning. There's trees right outside the window. There's birds in the trees, and you could actually hear them chirping even through Osha's screams. And it was like this beam of sunlight shining through the window right onto Osha's bed, and I started thinking to myself, wow, I mean, did God take care of us for this special day? It was like you couldn't ask for a better morning, a better setting. I hear Dr. Knepp say, we're almost there, Osha, a couple more pushes, we're almost there. And that's when I looked. And that's when I looked, and that's when I understood the term a mother's love. Because only a mother's love can allow a human being to love the human being that did that to their vagina. A mother's love, fathers, you'll never understand it. You think you love your daughters, but you don't. Dr. Knepp says, one more push, Mia, one more push, Osha, we're there. And the next thing I know, Dr. Knepp is standing there looking like Rafiki holding Simba. She points Mia towards me, she goes, here you go, Dad. Exact words. And Mia and I meet for the first time, and the first thing I notice is 3 inches of dark brown hair and big brown eyes, wide open, and they just weren't open, they were clear, and looking around, and she had this look on her face, like if you could put words to a look, her look was like, do I know you? And I was like, hi, Mia. I'm the guy that's been outside your mama's belly for the last 3 months that she kept saying no to. So, on that morning, our lives would change forever. God blessed us with this beautiful baby. She went home, and we go through all the trials and tribulations that all new parents go through. Very early in Mia's life, it was obvious that God equipped her with cruise control and set her to 55, and she just cruised through life. Through Mia, we got to meet lots of parents through sports and through school and other scholastic programs, and everybody liked Mia, and we'd often run into people, and Osha would always know them, and I would pretend like I knew them. I'm bad with names, sorry folks. I know the Gus Names, I know the good people, come on. And I remember one time Osha was talking to this lady, and Mia's this and Mia's that, we love Mia and this and that. And then she turned to me and she says, oh, Dad, I feel so sorry for you. Which is a roundabout way of saying, your daughter's beautiful and I'm sure the boys are circling the ship. And my response to her was, it was like, without thought, it was there, and I said, nah, she's a father's dream. And the lady said, what do you mean she's a father's dream? I said, Mia has morals and character, and I have no worries of her ever doing anything to make me feel like poor old dad. And today, Mia, on your wedding night, I want to thank you, unless Mara, Maddie, or Katie have something in the contrary to tell me. Girls, anything? Thank you, Mia, for living up to that. Sorry, I didn't even deal with it. So about 10 years ago, Mia tells her mother, I met a boy and he wants to meet you. He wants to meet us. Check mark right there. Osha's mother had to hire a PI to bring me in for questioning. So of course Osha just can't meet somebody. She has to go to Penn Max, spend $150, go to Mount Baker, spend $150, pull out all the serving platters, put a nice display. I can't remember the day or the time, but eventually Mia brought this young man to her house, and I remember he walked in, and the first thing I noticed is like, look at the posture on this kid. Neck 90 degrees. Chin up, shoulders back, chest out, and a set of eyelashes and eyebrows that women would pay top dollar for. And Dylan came into our house and he gave me and Asha our first, "Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Molina." And from that day, and until this date, every day in between, every time Dylan came to our house, whether it was snowing, raining, whether me was home, he'd park his car, take his shoes off, come into the house, and say, "Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Molina." So, hi, Dylan. It's needless to say, we like Dylan, and we consider Dylan a part of our family way before tonight. And people would ask us, is me dating anybody? And me and Asha, whenever we would describe Dylan, we'd describe Dylan as a throwback. And some people would say, "What do you mean he's a throwback?" A throwback to a time where it was common for a young man to love and respect his parents, where it was common for a young man to respect elders, whether he knew them or not, where it was common for a young man to act like a man, and where it was common for a young man to love and cherish his girl. And those are all virtues that me and Asha dig, if you know me and Asha. So Dylan, today, on September 6th, 2019, I want to symbolically pass the torch from me to you, titling you as the most significant man in Mia's life from this day forward. However, with that title, I charge you with her happiness and her well-being for the rest of your days. Do you accept this? I do. Thank you. The title is yours, Dylan. Almost done first. So finally, there's a lot of love in this room for you both. There's a lot of people this night is happy this day has come, and look forward to being part of your lives and being part of your journey together as husband and wife. And every day is not going to be a great day, but knowing you two, the way I know you got a lot of good days ahead of you. Who's crying? So finally, on behalf of myself, Asha, Nicholas, and Nanima, I want to welcome Dylan and Dylan's entire family into our family. We are all now one. Me and Dylan, I wish you nothing but the best. I love you both. And that's it.
Let's give it up for father of the bride, Molina! Jeez, that's a tough one to follow, sir. So there's only one